Welcome to the Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement. Way back in the year 1990, we had formed a small organization. A group of pyramid masters had come together to form the Kurnool Spiritual Society in the district town of Kurnool in the state of Andhra Pradesh. That was in the year 1990. I was working in a fertilizer company called as Coromandel Fertilizers Limited. I was an assistant regional marketing officer. I had joined that company in the year 1975 and continued working in that company until the year 1992. In the first years, 1975 to 83, I was headquartered in Kurnool. Then again, from 83 to 89, I was working from Hyderabad, main office. Then back in 89, I was transferred back to Kurnool. So in the year 92, I resigned from the job to give my heart and my life out for everybody's spiritual development. So in the year 1990, the Kurnool Spiritual Society was registered and I was the secretary for that society. Sri N.G. Shauri, a great master, was the president of our society. That's how this Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement got started. During the year 1990, in a small room in the house of Sri N.G. Shauri, in the upstairs, we have put up a meditation center. We have fixed up a board called as Meditation and Enlightenment Center. And I was sitting there. Every evening, whenever I would be in town, I would be sitting there, waiting for people to see the board and come up the stairs and learn meditation and enlightenment. In the same year, we also wrote a small pamphlet, a flyer, defining what meditation is and what enlightenment is. And we used to distribute those flyers, and that's how the movement started way back in the year 1990 in the district town of Kurnool. In the year 1991, the Buddha Pyramid Kurnool was built in Kurnool with the great help of Sri B.V. Reddy Garu, a big industrialist in the town, and he came in contact and he was the main instrument in building the first magnificent meditational pyramid called as the Buddha Pyramid Meditation Center in Kurnool. On the river banks of the river Handri. Okay. So the year 1990 is the grand beginning of this Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement. Now, in the year 2015, it has completed 25 years of magnificent work. The objective of the Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement, the objectives are very clear. We have 4 objectives. The first is everybody has to become a vegetarian. whether you are into spirituality or not, if as a human being you were to be in the field of humanness, then that humanness comes from being loving and compassionate to our younger brothers called as members of the animal kingdom, members of the bird kingdom, members of the fish kingdom. They are all our younger brothers, so we have to take care of them. They are in the process of evolution, and we are a little ahead in the process of evolution. So it is our duty, our bounden joy to take care of our younger brothers. From the mineral kingdom to the plant kingdom, from the plant kingdom to the animal kingdom, from the animal kingdom to the human kingdom, and from the human kingdom to the divine kingdom. Although everything is divine, there is nothing which is not divine. Yet in the process of evolution, it is our duty as members of the human kingdom to make two kinds of efforts. One is to take care of the animal kingdom, another is to take care of ourselves so that we promote ourselves into the divine kingdom. Taking care of the members of the animal kingdom, that's called as compassion, that is called as vegetarianism. If you are killing those animals, wonderful, beautiful animals, and eating them, you are not a human being. You also belong to that animal kingdom where might is right. No. If you are just a human being, human biology, eating animals because you are stronger than them, more intelligent, then you are a part of the animal kingdom, you are not a part of human kingdom. The stronger animals eat the smaller animal. So if you are doing such things, then you are also an animal. So you don't belong really to the human kingdom. If you are taking care of the animals, the birds, the fish, then you do belong to the human kingdom. And then, so vegetarianism chips in. It feels so very cruel to see animals massacred, tortured, to produce something which goes into the belly. It's a very heinous act. So the Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement is geared to help all meat-eating humanity to become a plant-eating humanity. That is the first charge in the Pyramid Spiritual Society movement. And in the past 25 years, and much before that too, millions of people have become vegetarians. It feels very proud. We are very happy in doing a very, very great work. Had there been vegetarianism all over this planet Earth, Pyramid Masters wouldn't have come to this planet Earth. Because it's a heaven. So why do you come here? Only when it's a hell, we come here to transform the planet. So the very purpose of the Pyramid Masters being on this planet Earth is to make everybody a vegetarian by persuasion, by logic, by spirituality, by making them see things, by making them do meditation. Unless you do meditation, you can't really give expression to your innate compassion. The mind is so full of society opinions that you also tend to follow the society involuntarily. So to become a vegetarian, it needs lot of inner light. Unless you get that inner light, you will not become a vegetarian. You will not give expression to your compassion. So it becomes incumbent for people to master their minds, to turn their focus into themselves, from the outside focus to inside focus, so that they can express all the truly universal qualities like compassion, taking care of your younger brothers. So meditation is a must for you, for anybody, to come out of negative life, a harming life, a killing life, to a non-killing, non-violent and non-interferent life. Therefore, Pyramid Spiritual Society movement has taken up this job to go from person to person, home to home, village to village, town to town, city to city, country to country, to teach meditation. All the problems, human problems, 99% they are all karmic, and 1% from the polluted environment. As you sow, so you reap. That is the law of karma. You cause things in your life, and you are affected by those things in your life. So this cause and effect law, or the law of karma, okay, it has to be explained to each and every person. It has to be re-drilled into every human that they take several lifetimes. If you think yourself from one lifetime point of view, you are not a student of spirituality. You are not a student of spiritual science. But when you extend your vision to be able to think from several lifetimes point of view, you are spiritual, you automatically come to right viewpoints. So all the problems, they stem from the negative karma, heinous karma, dastardly karma, perpetrated over a number of lifetimes. On an average, say about 400 lifetimes are taken by an individualized human soul, from the first human body to the last human body. The first human body, you are just a human animal. In the final human body, you are a divine human being. So that transformation happens. It takes 400 lifetimes for you to experience everything, to be violent to others, then stop the violence, and then to be compassionate to others. In the first phase, you are just like a human animal. So, the stronger human animal, shooting animals, killing animals and eating. And in the middle, you desist from that. You understand that you have to become violent, non-violent. So you stop your violent activities. You become a vegetarian. And then you have to pay back for the karma. You have to pay back. So you are now compassionate. You take care of the animal kingdom. So my dear friends, vegetarianism is a must. That is the main purpose of pyramid masters being born on this planet this time around and becoming members of the Pyramid Spiritual Society movement. And the next thing is to teach meditation to everybody, to make the mind cool, so that you are able to think properly. The mind is heated because of the society's indoctrination. Okay, then the mind does not think properly and always finds wrong conclusions for as solutions for the problems. The mind has to be cool, so meditation is a must. As we give rest to the body, physical body during sleep time, we give rest to the mind during meditation time. Then we understand our weak points, we also understand our strong points. We also understand our useless activities, and we also differentiate our useful activities, non-productive activities and productive activities. Then we rectify our mind, then rectify our life. Then when we teach meditation to others, then we are divine human beings. Highly. Teaching vegetarianism, teaching meditation, then comes teaching spiritual science. We have to teach the law of karma to people, which is creating or shaping the human lives. The more you understand the law of karma, the law of cause and effect, or as you sow, so you reap, the more we take responsibility for our own words, our own thoughts, our own deeds. We become more responsible, since we know that with every current act, we are creating a future situation for ourselves. Human events are formed according to the great principles of law of karma, law of cause and effect. If you are compassionate to others, then you will receive a lot of compassion from others. If you are violent to other beings, then you will also receive violence from other beings. It goes on ad infinitum, until we break the chain of law of cause and effect by our intelligence, by our spiritual intelligence, by our meditation, by our service to others. So, Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement is geared to spread the tenets of spiritual science, the universal spiritual science, to each and every person. We teach them, hey guy, this is the truth. You are creating your own reality. The old age is defined by faith, but the new age is defined by science and reason and logic. Spiritual science, spiritual logic and spiritual reason. Pyramid Spiritual Society movement is going to all the schools to teach the spiritual science to students, children. We have a Pyramid Spiritual Science Academy to bring out the facts of spiritual science, to teach in meditation to young children, to young students. The first main pillar of Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement is to spread vegetarianism. The second is Anapanasati meditation. Anapanasati means inhaling the breath and exhaling the breath and keeping our focus on that, observing that breath. The breath becomes the bottom line, the middle line and the top line in the practice of Anapanasati meditation. The normal, natural, easy, soft, simple, tender, peaceful, tranquil breath. You have to be one with that breath. Instead of wasting time talking unnecessarily with those people whom you know that they are irrelevant to you, then we close our eyes to such persons. We become one with our own breath in a comfortable posture, in a chair, crossing your fingers, crossing your feet, closing your eyes, and observing the incoming and outgoing breath. All problems are solved with that Anapanasati meditation. Nothing else is required. You are required by yourself. You will fulfill yourself. You will treat yourself. You will heal yourself. You will help yourself. You teach yourself through the process of anapanasati meditation. The pyramid spiritual society's movement is nothing but the ancient, ageless spiritual science taking a new form, where all that is redundant is kept out and all that is useful is kept in. Pyramid spiritual society's movement, after vegetarianism, after meditation, after spiritual science, the fourth point is to build the pyramids everywhere. In the year 1982, I first read a book called as The Secret Power of Pyramids by two masters, Bill Shull and Ed Petty. So that small book came into my hands in the year 1982 when I was working in Coromandel Fertilizers Limited in Kurnool, place in Kurnool. I got that small book. When I read that book, it was a great revelation. Very strange, mystic energy existing in pyramids. The pyramids are a square base with the four walls angled at, become one at 52 degrees angle. Then strange power comes. When you put some vegetables, they are intact for a long time. Although there is a little desiccation, they do remain fresh. In a small pyramid I ordered from a carpenter in the year 1982, and he kept a small tomato there and one tomato outside the pyramid. The outside tomato started putrefying within 3-4 days. The inside tomato stayed fresh for 1 month. You can catch and eat it happily. Okay. In those days, I used to shave, and I used to keep those razors inside the pyramid. I used to get 30 to 40 shaves. All these things have been described in that small book. So that small book is really the beginning point for this Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement. That happened in the year 1982 by so many scientists and masters all over the world for the past many decades. In the great book Secret Search of Egypt by Dr. Paul Brunton, which in those days I read there, in the 1930s, Dr. Paul Brunton goes into the Great Pyramid and sits alone in the King's Chamber for the whole night, and wonderful spiritual experiences, out-of-body experiences, third-eye experiences. He had written all of them in his great book, A Search in Secret Egypt by Dr. Paul Brunton. Everybody has to read that book. Magnificent experiences. And it's Dr. Paul Brunton who really brought out the greatness of Ramana Maharshi to the whole world. When he mentioned that he's meeting with him in the book A Secret Search in India. So, I am personally indebted to Dr. Paul Brunton because of his book A Search in Secret Egypt, and I am also personally indebted to Bill Shull and Ed Pettit, who wrote the book The Secret Power of Pyramid. These are the two things from where the whole Pyramid Spiritual Society movement sprang up. So the main four focal points for the movement: spreading vegetarianism, spreading anapanasati meditation, spreading basic tenets of spiritual science, and the fourth is pyramid energy. Pyramids can be built by any material. The most crucial point is the 52 degrees angle. slightly less than 52 degrees. Okay. Now, any material can be used. In fact, only 4 poles are required to be able to generate that energy. A flat surface and the 4 poles at 52 degrees angle, you have that pyramid energy with you. The walls are required for you to, if you want to sit inside, to protect yourself from the sun and rain. We need the walls, so we build pyramids. Small pyramids where you can hang on your head, and big pyramids where hundreds of people can sit together. More than 10,000 pyramids have been built in more than 10,000 villages and towns in the state of, in the twin states of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh right now. And all over India, we have got pyramids. We should build pyramids for meditation. For meditation can be done anywhere. But to be able to harness and access cosmic energies and to be able to increase the intensity of meditation, pyramids are, of course, important. Pyramid Spiritual Society movement is therefore geared to transform the whole humanity into divine humanity, from animal humanity. There is animal human kingdom, there is divine human kingdom. Animal human kingdom is meat eaters. They don't know spiritual science. They don't know what is meditation. They are always heated up, cruel to each other, killing each other, massacring each other. Where the jungle law prevails, that is, might is right. But no. From that animal human kingdom to divine human kingdom, this great transformation, that's where Pyramid Spiritual Society movement chips in. The animal human kingdom is defined by meat eating, killing, violence, interference, cruelty, all those devilish things that we can think of. Whereas the divine human kingdom is defined by all the divine qualities that we can think of. Non-killing, non-violence, non-interference, knowing the life before birth and after death, and helping, taking care of others. That is the main focus, the divine human kingdom, main differentiating character. So we invite all the people into the Pyramid Spiritual Society movement and any other like-minded movement where truth is one and the same truth is, lived. So that we together make this planet Earth a heavenly planet, not a hellish planet, a heavenly planet, and where the ecology is taken care of, where your younger brothers are taken care of, where your own future is taken care of by yourself, and there is one wonderful, beautiful human family, divine human family. It's also called as Vasudaika Kutumbakam. So, welcome to the Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement. Thank you.